Welcome to the Moa Therma tutorial for Wipeout HD. Like an Alpha Pass before it, Moa Therma is also a considerably open track. However, the main difference is that the straight sections are more limited, and the large maglock section near the start is mostly blind. So let's take a look at the track on Venom class. So now we'll go through the track step by step. The first corner should only need just a light tap of the left air brake to take you through. As soon as you see the right apex of the first right hander though, that's where you need to be aiming on the exit. The approach you'll gain to this first right hander will actually throw you quite wide on exit. However, in a weapons race this will actually help as there's a weapon pad on the outside. You will need to tap the right air brake quite hard in order to swing yourself through the corner. When you reach the outside, keep turning and use the right side shift to pull yourself over towards the apex. There are two speed pads in a line waiting on the exit to this corner. I personally find it easiest to go for the one on the outside, but don't do what I do here and go straight down the middle of them. Onto the maglock section, at first it seems like a straight piece of track. This is actually quite deceptive as it does have some slight bends in the track. And there are also 2 points on the right hand side where the track suddenly narrows, so the ideal line through this section will be to stay as far left as you can. That is of course until you get used to this part of the track, in which case you can start hunting for the speed pads. You really want to avoid using the air brakes as much as possible on the maglock section, as a sudden change in direction can make you lose control. There are two speed pads in a line further up the maglock. Start by hitting one of them. Once you pass the first narrow section, the track suddenly becomes blind. Slowly edge your way towards the centre of the track to hit another speed pad, but don't go any further as there's another narrow section further up. Just after you clear the blind section, there's another speed pad just to the right of the centre. However, in a weapons race there will be a weapon pad directly to the left of it as well. You'll then need to move back to the centre to hit the last speed pad. As you come to the end of the maglock, you'll be met with a right hairpin. You'll need to turn early for this one, pretty much as soon as you leave the maglock section, and you'll need to use some hard right braking in order to make it. There's also a speed pad just to the right of centre as you exit. You may need to right side shift in order to hit it. Coming up ahead is a long left-right chicane. You should really only need a light tap of each air brake to take the apexes as closely as possible. If you do find yourself drifting slightly wide though, don't be afraid to side shift towards each apex. There is a weapon pad in the centre of the track during the right hander. That may be the only time you don't want to take the corner so tightly. If you manage to exit the chicane here, you should see that there is a clear line through the narrow chicane ahead. If however you find yourself too far over to the left, a right side shift will correct you. As the hairpin is sloped, it will help to guide you around somewhat. However, you will still need to right brake quite heavily in order to make it. As the track starts to slope, hit the right air brake and turn the nose towards the apex. Try to stay on the inside as much as possible. Ideally, you need to be aiming for a speed pad that is on the inside. As soon as you hit this speed pad, tap the left air brake and aim over to the left hand side. Now, those of you who are a bit more daring should see that slope as a barrel roll opportunity. By using the speed pad on the inside of the hairpin and taking advantage of the slope of the track, it's possible to gain enough height to barrel roll over the line. In doing this, you will also gain the Flatland Flyer trophy. So start by taking the hairpin as you did before. Admittedly, this wasn't a particularly good approach. You really should be closer to the inside than this. However, the technique to pull off the barrel roll is exactly the same. Right as you hit the speed pad, pull the nose up, aim over to the left, and hit the left air brake. You'll only get a short amount of time in the air, so you need to be quick with the barrel roll. It is of course possible to do this below Phantom class, but you will need a turbo in order to do it. And now let's see the whole lap done at full Phantom class speed. Thanks very much for watching and good luck with the game.